Hello, welcome. My name is Jess. I am a thriftaholic, part-time reseller. Thrifting is my beach. It's my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining. Today, I'm going to hop right in and I'm going to show you a website that I sell on for vintage apparel and accessories that some people are not aware of. So I just want to spread the word. I've had some requests to show people because it's a little different than the common platforms like eBay, Etsy, and such, a Depop. So let's get started. I will, show or not show you, but I'll tell you some of the information. So the website is shopthrilling.com. They are a newer company. They are a couple years old, based out of LA, California. The CEO and co-founder is a Black female and is an amazing little story. I will put a link down below of a short interview that she did a couple years ago when her business launched. She wanted to support small businesses as her grandparents had one of the first small Black businesses in North Carolina in one of these small little towns. It's a very inspiring story, so I'll put that link down below. Feel free to check that out. But anyways, this website, I was a little skeptical about it at first because I didn't know anything about it, but you have to apply to join. Do not let that discourage you because it is very easy. It is easier than Etsy, in my opinion. They take a flat 10% fee. There is no listing fee, no subscription fee, only the flat 10% commission when an item sells. They take care of the shipping fee. You are not charged. They have the buyer always pay. The buyer will get free shipping if they spend over $75. Shop Thrilling will then take care of that fee. So if you have an Etsy store, this makes it very easy to get a head start because you can download your CSV file and simply email it to a regional representative that will assist you. Well, they'll do it for you. They'll make all your listings on Shop Thrilling, and so all your information will transfer, your picture, description, everything, the price, and it will take them a couple of days because a person has to manually do it, but they do it for you for free. So this was a great way. I already had between 150 and 200 items in my Etsy store, and so it was just a great way for me to get more eyes on my items. Now, I did have items that I've had for 2 years, haven't been able to sell. I sell on about 7 or 8 platforms. And within a few weeks, these things were selling and for Etsy prices. Now, I sell on eBay as well. I've been selling on there for almost 5 years. And I price things to sell there. Now, with vintage, I do raise my price because it's kind of a one-of-a-kind and it's not as competitive. And keep in mind, vintage does take a little bit longer to sell than modern clothing because it needs to find the right buyer. But I wanted to make this video because a lot of people are not aware of this website. There are other perks besides just having this store. So something I didn't know of until I was accepted to have a store on this website was that weekly they have online deals for members only, or I guess you should say store owners only, where the business has partnered with other places like Goodwill in California, and you have an opportunity to purchase vintage apparel for wholesale prices. So, and they have everything photographed with sizing and prices. I have done it once. I would probably do it frequently. However, I find great vintage. I live in Illinois, in central Illinois. And so it's a very rural area and I come across vintage on a regular basis for great prices. But if I didn't have access to that, this website would be a great way to utilize and resource and thrift online. And prices are like $5 up to $20. Most of it's probably like $5 to $10, which is pretty good. If you can at least triple your money and have the item shipped directly to you, you save a lot of time because you can spend several hours on at a thrift store versus going online and getting something that's already cherry picked for you. So that is done one time a week. You are notified via email. I believe, don't quote me on this. It either starts at 7 or 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, but it's great. And obviously it's first come, first serve. And that's something that isn't really broadcasted. But once I was accepted to sell on this website, I found out this perk and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a great asset, especially in the middle of a pandemic. A lot of people are afraid to go out and thrift. Okay, so I believe I broke everything down for you. I have been selling on there. Today is February 4th, 2021. I've been selling on there since November 2020. And I've hardly worked at all in my business because I have 3 little kids. So at the moment, Q4 was kind of a whirlwind and was not much of a Q4, but that's a completely separate video. So now I'm going to switch over and I'm going to show you the website as if you're looking at it from a buyer. I'm going to take you to my store, see how it's formatted, and then I'm going to show you my store as I see it, which is portal shopthrilling.com, and you just log in with your email that you registered your account with. It's very simple, but it is quite different than the other platforms. So after I wrap up this video, the next video I will post probably in a couple of days will be how to list on Shop Thrilling, because it is a different, it's different, guys. There are very simple, non-detailed instructions, and I don't do well with following directions. I have ADD, and it's something I've been struggling with pretty much my whole life. I'm much of a visual hands-on learner, so this is why I'm making these videos, to hopefully help other people as well. So let's get started. I'm going ahead and switch my screen over. It's going to go black for a second because I can't figure out any other better way to do this. So give me 1 second while I switch over. Okay, so here is the website. As you see here, it is simply shopthrilling.com. They have different themes. The other day it was like 80s jumpsuits. They are very good at categorizing. This website I love how it's laid out. Very modern, very on trend. I love it. I just love it. I love it. Great customer service. Okay, so something I didn't mention. Hold on, I'll switch over. I forgot to mention, of course, right? Okay. Whoops. I forgot to mention, whoops, I'm trying to launch it again. So with Shop Thrilling, you are actually assigned it's like an assistant, but I think they call it a regional representative or something like that. But it's one person that you just email back and forth who help you with any questions or anything that you need. And so it's very personable. Their customer service, they're always on point. They always get back to me in a very timely manner. And I have sent them a lot of questions and everything like that. And they have never, ever came across as non-professional or kind. So, all right, let's switch back over. I forgot to mention that for you. Okay, so here is the website again. All right, so they have everything categorized, and as you see down in here in the corner, they have a little chat to help you navigate through the website if you have any questions. It's very nice, and we run in. Okay, so I have used that feature once before. Oh, sorry guys, my kid just woke up. Okay, so you can see, you can scroll through. They have everything nicely categorized for you. I like these feature collections. A lot of times people don't really know exactly what they're looking for, so you can just browse. I like how it's categorized. Okay, so now we're going to hop on over to my store, which of course I'm trying to keep it universal. Thrifting is my beach. As you can see, you choose 2 pictures and they put your website together for you. It's so nice. You send them all the stuff and they do it, and it's free, which just shocks me. So there's a little blurb, and it has my social media handles as well, which is nice. So as you can see, it has nice formatting. There is a filter up here, so you can filter by size and such, making it easy shopping. And there you go. Like I said, I work from home. Like, I don't even have a nice picture setup or anything, but I do try to keep them clean. I do model some clothes as I prefer to, but here is just that pink sweater, frumpy one. I need to redo pics. That's so sad. It's not going to sell for that price if I don't redo pics. Anyways, here is just a glimpse at what I sell. I sell pretty much everything. Now, they do have a whiteout feature, and as you can see, this blue gown there, it whited out the model's hands. So that is one negative, but you can have them manually fix that. But yeah, I'm noticing that on the red one too. Maybe that's why they haven't sold. But here is just, I'm not going to go through everything, but I don't stick with any certain decade. I sell anything. Now they consider vintage anything 20 years or older, but I believe you can list Y2K stuff because it's 2021. So technically Y2K era is almost considered vintage, and streetwear is huge. And that kind of goes into the 2000s. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how it looks as a seller. Now, as you see here, when you go to it, typed in portal shopthrilling.com. Now, something I didn't mention previously is that they do not have an app that you can just download, but what they recommend you do, and it runs like an app, is to simply bookmark their website to your homepage. So just open it up and it runs just like the app. You can list on there from your phone, very convenient, and it's very easy. So now I'm going to go to the very bottom where it says products and there's a picture of a t-shirt. I will click on it and it will take me to my listings or inventory. Now, they do have a magnifying glass here with product so you can specifically search, which is a nice feature because when you sell an item on a different platform, you need to come and obviously delete it on all your other platforms immediately. So there is also a filter over here that you can slide to hide sold out items, but I usually don't. As you can see, like this 50s wool tweed dress, it says sold out. I sold that on Etsy. Now, let's see something that I sold on this site. And I've hardly been listing. I think if somebody was regularly listing, I personally been doing better on here than I have on Etsy, if that tells you anything. I know a lot of people have been mentioning recently that Etsy has been very slow, and myself included, the last month has been pretty much non-existent. I can't remember what sold here and what didn't. Okay, here's a great example. This dress I had for sale for 2 years. It's like a psychedelic 70s designer dress from Don Luis de España. And it had a few minor flaws like discoloration, which is, kind of pretty much the norm for vintage. This was 2 years ago, so keep in mind my pictures were not the greatest. But this is how it looks as a seller. You just open all these things up, and those are pictures, which I will save for a different video. But here is just a overall view of the information. Now, if you go to their main page and you're like, hey, I want to sell on this website, you have to have at least 25 items in your other stores. So you need to be a reseller and have established yourself and or have a social media following. So for example, I sent them my Instagram handle, I sent them my eBay store, and I think I sent them my Etsy store. And they check and they make sure that you are a legit person and that you have good reviews and track record. So they want to have trusted sellers on here, which I do like because I feel like as a buyer, you want to trust sellers, right? Because I feel like myself, I shop online secondhand a lot. I love to support other small businesses. And I would say almost 50% of the time I get an item and it's not exactly as described. Now, I'm not going to raise a fuss about it unless it's significant, but I'm just letting you know that I've had negative experiences recently. You guys can let me know in the comments if you guys have as well. But let's go back to the page. Okay, if you see here under thrilling, it says clothing, yada, 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 and it says apply to join. So all you do is you simply click that. Do you want to expand your reach? Sell on Thrilling. The relationship manager to help you succeed. Okay, so they call it a relationship manager. Okay, exclusive access to, this is what I was talking about previously. First, virtual wholesale secondhand and vintage marketplace. This is a great place that only are accessible to sellers on Shop Thrilling, okay? There are no listing fees. Like I said, flat 10% when an item sells, which is amazing. And they have their own marketing, and they take care of all that. You don't have to take out ads. You don't have to, you can share on social media, by all means, go for it. But yeah, you can cancel. It's amazing. That's why I'm making these videos, because I myself didn't know anything about this company or how to sell on the company. I think Hazel Hearts Vintage has been selling with them for about 6 months, and she's had a positive experience as well, but she's the only person that I know that sells on there. And when I YouTubed this company, I found very, very little. I found like a 2-minute interview that I will link down below, and not much. So that's why I want to make these videos, because I feel like it would be great and helpful for others. All you do is fill out this information and make sure it's accurate, obviously, and you submit it. You will get a reply via email, and you'll go back and forth. I believe her name is Sarah. She's kind of like the recruiter, or I don't know what her term is, but she helps you. You send your links, she checks it out, and I have shared some of this stuff on Instagram, and I will tell you, I've had a couple people actually get declined or denied, because you need to have at least 25 vintage items in your store, okay? So if you don't have that built up yet, wait a little bit till you feel confident. Make sure, guys, that you take good pictures, okay? It's very important because you are also kind of representing their company. Now, when you sell an item, it doesn't show your name or address. On the mailing address, it shows obviously the buyer's information, but as the seller, it says Shop Thrilling, and it has their address out of California. So you are representing their company. They want to make sure that you are 5 stars, okay? Now, that is all. I will tell you, it's not instantaneous. It took probably a week and a half from start to finish, from the time that I applied to join until the time that my store was live, because like I said, they have to get all your listings up. But once, it takes probably only a couple days to maybe 7 days for you to list stuff directly on the site. So I hope this was helpful. I think that this website could be a great asset for you guys, and I want to spread the news, because they also have amazing clothes on there. I don't know if you see, the prices range completely, and it's up to you how quick you want to sell your items. I sell my items as a slow dime, so I do raise my price to what I think it is worth. Now, the price that it's not like best offer, you won't receive offers. I have never had returns. I'm trying to tell you guys how much I've made. Honestly, I can't tell you. It's probably a little under $1,000. And I've only listed maybe 20 new items since November, because like I said, I've hardly worked. So go check it out. Also, if you do decide to apply, you need to give my name. Thrifting is my beach, or my actual name, which is Jess Cargill, because you get a little kickback. I believe it's 7 days, no commission if you sell an item. So it's all pure profit. So just make sure you give my name, and it will help you get started. So have a thriftlicious day, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, bye, everyone.